Hey there, this is Samitian. Welcome back to Rogue Legacy. Last time we started our exploration of the castle. Had a few heirs die, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and choose our next heir. We've got Lady Blair the Archmage, with no traits. Lady Lisa the Knave, with baldness and chakrams. Or Sir Eric the Knave, with gigantism, which basically means you are larger and you have a bigger swing radius, and ambulivus. You've got two left hands and can cast spells properly. Basically what that means is instead of casting spells forward like you normally would, you send them backwards. I think I'm going to go with Lady Blair here. And I believe I need 300 and... I have two runes that or not runes, runes that I want to be getting right now. And I think I'm going to need to save most of my money for that. Yeah, I'm not going to spend any of my money. And I'm going to buy runes. So yeah, vampire rune on my chest plate. That's really good. And sprint rune on my sword. So sprint rune, if you press L or R, you'll do this. Pretty cool. Anyways, into the castle we go. Into Castle Hampson. I still don't believe we are strong enough to take on any bosses. So, I'm going to focus on exploration like I normally do. Try to get some gold. And I don't have any equipment or runes that need to be bought. So all this gold is going straight into the skill tree. Only 100 gold from that chest? What a rip. Oh. What are my traits again? I didn't even check. Oh, I have no traits on this character. Okay. That's interesting. I never even checked what my other spells are. I've got Scythe, and I've got, Sword Wall. This is an interesting one. I don't find it that useful, especially because it knocks things away, but if it doesn't knock anything away, then it tends to kill things rather fast. I'm going to be taking this a lot slower than yesterday. I don't want to die immediately. So, you may be noticing that I am getting 2 HP back every time I kill something. That is because of my Vampirism rune. And you can see that over there in my enchantments. I have Vault, which lets me air jump 1 time, Sprint, dash 1 time, Vampire, gain back 2 HP for every kill, and Siphon, which is the, Siphon's a bonus I get from my class, but you can also get Siphon runes to get back MP for kills. So I'm going to take this pretty slow. There's a chest over there that I would very much like to get. Unfortunately, you cannot come back for food, so I cannot leave these chickens behind, sadly. I should point out that the chakram is actually probably my favorite spell. It's very powerful, especially if you can get it to stay on someone for a little bit of time. It's pretty good at killing groups of things. And all in all, it's just a pretty good spell. My second favorite's probably the knife, as silly as that may seem. Simply because of the range. Whoa! Oh, fuck. Forgot. Forgot that was there. Now I'm sad. What do we got up here? Ooh. Ah, Hedgehog's Curse again! Holy crap. Hedgehog's Curse is like the only one that is like pure fuck. Oh, wow, I didn't jump in time. Lady Blair slipped and was impaled by spikes. If you fail a fairy chest room, the architect can give you a second chance. Oh well, to our next heir. We have Sir Kotaki, a paladin, who is far-sighted, which means everything up close becomes blurry, and gigantism. Lady Stephanie, a barbarian who is a hypochondriac. She tends to exaggerate! Basically what that means is whenever you take damage, it'll show like a gigantic number instead of the amount you actually take. Like when you get hit, it'll say minus, and then you'll whatever number of damage you took. And muscle weak. You have weak limbs, enemies won't get knocked back. Pretty self-explanatory. And we got an Archmage, Sir Grey the Archmage, and he's nostalgic. What this means is that filter at the beginning of the game during the tutorial, that'll be applied. Not a huge fan of that filter, but I think I'm gonna take him anyways. Just because, to show it off, why not? Nothing I need to buy, so let's see. I can either upgrade the Barbarian to become a Barbarian King, increase my attack, my health, my magic damage, or my mana. I think I'm going to upgrade the Barbarian. Convert your Barbarians into Barbarian Kings! Learn the secret shouts of the bears and shout at things until they explode. Farodus! And now we can unlock Shinobi, the fleetest of fighters. Alright. So yeah, we got this filter on. One of the reasons I don't like it is because it makes my frame rate go down to 30 FPS. And like I mentioned before, when you're playing at 30 FPS, the game runs slower. Not entirely sure why that is, but it's annoying. Also, this says reminiscing instead of building. Oh. Okay, so sometimes it's 60 FPS. That's good to know. Ow. So, I've got Time Stop and Chakram in addition to Knives as my spells. Alright. Decent spell list. Ow. I guess the good thing about 30 FPS is, you have more reaction time. But then it'll speed back up to 60 for like half a second, and things will be all screwy. Oh god, I'm gonna die. Man, I'm already at 6 health. I'm gonna take any chances, gonna kill everything with my knives. Oh man. This room's actually one of the hardest rooms in my opinion. But I somehow managed to do it without any difficulty whatsoever. Oh god, it's a soul lock. Fuck. Sir Grey has been slain by a soul lock. All classes can be upgraded with unique class abilities. So that was the nostalgic filter. I'm not a huge fan. So we've got Sir Glauber, a knave with dyslexia. You have trouble weeing things. Lady Charlotte, a barbarian queen with gigantism. And Sir Marvin, a knave who is gay and has CIP. Basically what CIP means is you cannot see your health bar. So you'll have no idea how much health you have. Kinda sucks. I haven't actually shown off gigantism yet, so let's go with that. And I'm gonna need equip up eventually to start using better equipment, but I don't need it right now. So either attack up, health up, or mana up. I'm gonna go with health up. I need to be bulky. Gonna need to be able to take some hits, that is. So, Barbarian special ability. Knocks back everything. Doesn't do any damage, but it's pretty powerful. to knock everything away from you, give you some breathing room. Into Castle Hampson! Go away. I am Barbarian Queen. You don't mess with the Queen. She'll kick you in the face. So you may be noticing that I'm getting better at recognizing the enemy patterns, which I haven't seen for quite a while because these are like the lowest tiers of enemies. Fuck. That's basically what this game is. You learn. You die a lot and you learn. And that's roguelikes in general. You find out what works, what you like, and you go with it. Personally, my favorite class I have not unlocked yet. My favorite class is something that we're going to be unlocking. I wouldn't say much later, but not soon. And I don't want to spoil what it is, but when we get to it, I'll tell you. When I've unlocked it, I'll tell you. Get away from me. Stupid. Ow. God damn it. Barbarians don't have a lot of mana, so I'm trying to save my MP. I don't even get much back from potions, because the potions give you a percentage of what you have, or what your max is, so it's only giving me 5. Go away. These empty rooms kind of suck. The best way to get money is by finding chests. So, finding chests should be your #1 priority. And luckily for me, there happens to be a chest right there. Guarded by, I believe that's a 2nd tier enemy? Maybe it's a 3rd tier. Ow. Your down slashes do about half as much damage as your default standing slashes, so those shouldn't be relied on to kill everything. But when you're facing something like this that would be hard to get next to, it can be a good weapon. Good way to deal with things. So I've already got quite a bit of money from this run, almost 1,000 gold, which isn't a ton, but it's a decent amount. Oh, fairy chest room. Defeat all the enemies. Ow, holy crap. These rooms usually have a ton of enemies, and you usually spawn smack dab in the center of them. My strategy is to focus on one side of the room first, because if you just run around willy-nilly, you're probably going to take a ton of damage. Alright, killed all the enemies, and we get the fairy chest. Got a sprint room for the helm. I don't usually use sprint that often. Like, you may have noticed that I haven't used it at all yet. It's because I'm just not used to it. On my main file, I don't use sprint runes, like, at all. I'll try to use it more. Because I've heard that it's really good if you can master it. It's really good at dodging and stuff. Yeah, like that. That was pretty badass. I'll try to remember I have it and use it more. I don't know what having multiple sprint runes equipped does. It might make you faster. Okay, so this is a transition room. Basically, you get a healing item on the left and a MP restoring item on the right, and there's a teleporter right here, and you can use it to teleport to any other teleporter. And if I go down, I've reached the Land of Darkness. I am not prepared to go there yet. That place is dangerous. Way too spooky for me. I'm way too low level to deal with that. The Land of Darkness is the hardest area of the castle, and it's located to the bottom. Oh, and I've made it to the area to the right, the forest, blah blah blah. This area is actually, I could actually probably do this area with some amount of ease, but I would rather finish exploring the main castle first, simply because it's easier. The forest is the second easiest of the areas. Oh man, chest room. These rooms are dangerous, man. These rooms are super dangerous, but they guard 2 chests, so they can be worth the risk. Boom. And Blood Sword, awesome. I believe that gives you Vampirism, but doesn't boost your attack nearly as much. Could be wrong about that. I'm not sure if I'll want to get that. I probably will. And Night Cape. Not entirely sure what the Night Cape does. I think it's critical strike damage or chance. Alright, and here we have another transition room. You know, let's go into the forest. This may go pretty poorly, but I've already gotten quite a bit of gold from this run, so I won't be too sad if I die here. I'll obviously be upset, but... You may notice that things are taking a lot more hits over to die over here. That doesn't necessarily mean that I'm under-leveled for this place, but it does mean that I have to be a lot more careful. Oh, those guys with the shields, you need to attack them from behind or from above, otherwise they'll take a lot less damage and they'll knock you back a ton. I'm already pretty low on health here, so I might die soon. That would be unfortunate, but... well, what can you do? Ow. Fortunately for me, I've managed to avoid going through this room. These rooms aren't usually bad, but when you have gigantism, you're probably not going to get through without taking damage. I haven't found a plot room in a while. That's disappointing. I really do like the plot to this game. Fuck. Getting hit by things that I don't want to get hit by. Ow. Those earth swords can be quite annoying if you're not familiar with the way they work. Ow, fuck. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm going to die relatively soon. I don't have a lot of health left. No jumping. I can do this. Nope, no I can't. Lady Charlotte slipped and was impaled by spikes. The architect has a hefty fee for those who use his service. That was unfortunate. Okay, we have Ladies Jenny the Knave with Coprolalia, Sir Cellar the Barbarian King with muscle weakness, and Sir Fleming the Archmage with Alzheimer's and Stereo Blind. Stereo Blind basically means if you know how when you turn you have a turning animation? It doesn't do that anymore. Instead it's like Paper Mario turning. You're all like papery. I think this is going to be my last heir for this episode. And I'm going to go with Sir Cellar the Barbarian King. And gonna go ahead and unlock the miner. Trained more in the art of making money than killing enemies, miners are best used for scouring the castle for treasure chests and avoiding confrontation. So what they do is they get a bonus to all the gold you get, which is very nice. And their upgraded form makes all the chests and special rooms and stuff show up on the map, which is amazing. Okay, and I can upgrade Knave to an Assassin, or get gold gain up. Taking this early is pretty good, because the more gold you get early on, the more, the earlier you get this gold gain up, the better. But I don't know if I want to get it now. I think I will. Got a tree. Okay, what else can I buy? One of either this, or this. I think I'm gonna go with health up again. Alright, I got new equipment that I forgot about. Okay, so the Blood Sword does increase my damage. It gives me +1 vampirism, but lowers my health. And Night Cape plus 15% critical damage. Okay. To get either of those, I'm going to need to increase my equipment load. And I got a new rune, the sprint rune for my helmet. Okay, I'm not gonna get that. I'd rather have the vault rune. Double jump too good. Let's go, Charon. I'm probably not going to bother getting either of those pieces of equipment, to be honest. The Blood Sword maybe, but the critical damage does barely anything, especially because at the moment I have 0 crit chance on all of my characters, except for Knaves. So, kind of pointless to get critical damage. Doing flips and shit. Can't touch me. What was my thing? Alright, I'm muscle weak. I can't knock enemies back. That's not as devastating as it sounds. It can be confusing when things don't get knocked back like you think they will. But overall, I'd say it's a minor inconvenience at best. So you may notice that for the coins I'm getting 11 gold instead of the usual 10, and for bags I'm getting 110 gold instead of the usual 100. That is because of the gold bonus I got, and I like it a lot. Getting money is really important early. Later in the game, after you've gotten most of the classes unlocked, you can afford to not worry so much about money. But early on, getting gold is your #1 priority, period. And then when you feel like you're suitably prepared for boss fights, then you can take on the bosses. But not until you've got money. Money makes the world go round. That brings up an interesting question that I've never really thought of. How does your money get transferred to your next of kin? Like, it's clear, like, the entire thing about Charon taking your money is because all of your earthly possessions need to be taken away from you. before you come in, because this place is going to take your soul. Ow. Forgot I couldn't knock things back. Took damage because of it. Haste rune on the sword. That increases your movement speed. Not exceptionally useful, but decent. So I've wasted all of my mana on Fusro dying because I forgot my button presses, or my button combinations. Whoa, didn't see you there, buddy. Die. Oh, you didn't die. So, I've killed a bunch of things so far. And the 2 health from whenever you kill things with vampirism may not seem like much, but it's a really big deal in my opinion. It adds up a ton over the course of a run. Ow. Crap. I'm not doing so hot. Like, it may seem like I'm doing fine, but I'm taking a lot of unnecessary damage. Knight bracers. Nice. I'm gonna need to work on my equipment load skill so I can start equipping a lot more things. Keep forgetting I can't knock things back. Fortunately for me, I'm getting some stuff back, getting some MP, getting some health. Reached a transition room to the darkness that I don't really want to go to. So let's head to the right towards the forest. See if we can go through there again without too much of an issue. Sometimes these paintings actually don't do anything. Sometimes they're those giant painting enemies that I fought before. Oh, boss room. Do I feel like trying the boss? Not particularly, no. I don't think I'm good enough at the moment. If I was at full health, maybe, but I don't think that me at half health is strong enough to take on the boss. Plus that, the first boss I actually feel is one of the hardest. The other bosses from the other areas, I'm actually really good at fighting the other bosses. The first boss... Actually, you know what? Fuck it, let's go fight him. What's the worst that can happen? I die. That's not a huge deal. I ain't no bitch. The Gatekeeper Kidder. Pretty good start. This is actually his easiest attack to dodge, in my opinion, so I'm glad that he's spamming it. Oh. Crap. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. I'm actually doing really good this time. I may actually beat it. Fuck. Come on, do your stupid... That one, yeah. Nice, I beat it. So, you beat a boss, you get a ton of gold, and a chest which gives you 3 stat boosts. So I got strength +1, and HP +5. Nice. Pretty good. And one of the lights on the door opens up. So we've defeated the boss of the castle. Perfect. 3 more to go, and then we can go beat the game. Those stat boosts are applied immediately, so I'm already getting a little bit of extra damage, and I have a little bit of extra health, which is helpful, not incredibly useful. Anything cool in here? No, it's just a way up. Knight chestplate. Okay, we're getting some better equipment that we cannot really use yet because we don't have... oh, fuck. We don't have enough equip load. But that's okay. We'll be able to buy them and use them. Oh, frick. This is a mini-boss. You beat him and you get a chest full of goodies. One hit and I'm dead, so me fighting him is a bit of a risk. Sir Seller has been slain by Botus. If you're having trouble with a boss, try using different runes. So that's going to do it for today's episode. I beat a boss. I'm pretty happy about that. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.